Hello and welcome back to the Formula 1 chat. Today we are here for our preview of the Austrian Grand Prix. Very exciting times. Austria, always an exciting race. We are getting very deep into the F1 calendar now, and it is Austria. Up next, the Red Bull Ring, home of course of Red Bull. The clue is sort of in the title. It's a good track, isn't it?
Very good track. Hosting the first of our kind of we've got a quadruple, European quadruple coming up in the next few weeks.
Well, with a break in the middle.
Yeah.
Two double headers.
Yeah, with Britain, Spa and Hungary. The European quartet.
Yeah.
Starting off with Austria, very good track. I mean, we know who the favourites are. So we are going to the Red Bull Ring.
Williams.
Red Bull look very, very quick. Williams could be in the shout.
Williams did look decent. Albon obviously scoring points last time out. That was good. Sargent, he did really early.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, Austria, very good track. We've seen some brilliant races around Austria. We know Mercedes love a good punt at turn 4.
No, Spain? No.
No.
Oh, different.
Austria, turn 4. Albon was hit by Hamilton and Russell hit Perez. They do he turned in on me.
Oh, I forget that's turn 4, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're the little kink. But no, it's a good racetrack. Very challenging, very demanding for the driver, but it's very fast. And we've got everyone's favourite sprint weekend.
Oh, come on, get another sprint race. But yeah, now we finally have a format which works. I would still change qualifying on the Saturday because I think it's weird we just have two of the same session. Either reverse the grid, the top 10, which would actually be great because we don't get any change at the moment, or one-shot quality on Saturday. You roll them out in the same quality order. You go from 20 to 1, so then whoever was pole on the Friday has the best chance because of the track. But if they make a mistake on their one lap, they could throw it all away. I think that makes it exciting.
Yeah. But that's the fun we've got. Obviously, we will do the qualifying for the Grand Prix on Sunday, on Friday, or today, is if you're watching this video.
Yeah.
And then we have the sprint shootout qualifying on the Saturday morning. We'll then have the sprint race on the Saturday evening.
Oh, not sprint race, sprint shootout.
Sprint shootout.
No, is it the I can't remember.
The quality is called sprint shootout. And we have the sprint race. And on the Sunday with the Grand Prix.
Is it actually called the sprint race or is it? No, it's called. Yeah, it's just sprint.
It's just a sprint. Run. Go.
They get out of the car and sprint.
Who would win if it was an actual sprint?
I have to say, I don't know. I've never seen any of them run. I would probably say it'd be one of the younger ones.
Who's got a big tall build?
Why would it be tall build?
Oh,
strong legs, really.
Yeah, if you've got to run 13 laps.
I would back. You know what? Against the odds, I would back Lewis because he does gym a lot.
Yeah.
I would probably back Lando as well because he's younger.
Gasly.
Oh yeah, Gasly likes playing football as well. Yeah. So yeah, I see that. See it.
I should run up that Austrian hill though.
I don't know. This is probably more interesting than the sprint, isn't it? But looking back at Canada, they didn't do any running there. It was all wet. But yeah, good race.
It was a good race.
I think it was one of those. It was an engineered, interesting race by the chaos that happened.
Yeah. Like,
the order was a lot closer thanks to safety car, so thank you, George Russell, for that. But, yeah, for me, unless we get a safety car about halfway through the race, Verstappen would probably have been 20 seconds clear and there wouldn't have been much jeopardy.
If you take out Verstappen, Alonso and Hamilton were fighting like it was back in the olden days. And
you could do that for every race this season, and suddenly the season looks ridiculously good. You know, if Verstappen wasn't... So if you take Verstappen out of every race result, Alonso is currently leading the World Championship.
Of course he is.
Because if you take him out of the results, Alonso would assume a lot of wins there. It just shows how inconsistent Checo has been. He wasn't great last time out, of course. We know he doesn't like Canada.
Neither were Ferrari.
No, they don't like Canada either, or doing well in general isn't really their forte.
Russell had an Amera weekend.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, I think George Russell showed this weekend why he can't fight with Lewis Hamilton, really.
Yeah.
Like, he beat him last season, but I think this proved why he's not better. He is just a bit more fallible. I don't think he's as quick either. Not obviously last season was different because Lewis couldn't really adapt to the car. No. And, Merck have brought upgrades this weekend, so it'll be interesting to see them. So have Aston, and we'll get onto all of that later. But, yeah, I think Russell really showed why he's not quite as good as Lewis yet.
Yeah.
But should we get into those upgrades then? Because I think that's the most interesting thing coming into Austria. So the first, obviously, Aston and Mercedes both bring upgrades. Aston, I saw Alonso complaining because they've got no practice time. They've brought in massive upgrades to the car and they will have no idea whether it works because we have one practice session before quali.
Yeah.
So they've got an hour to realise whether the car works or not.
Weekend
and then they've just got to qualify.
Yeah. Well, good luck, Fernando.
But you say the worst weekend, but
it is also the best weekend.
But it's the best week. You've got a sprint.
Yeah.
So they'll know everything by the race, really, because they're a running race trim. So arguably, while it's the worst in terms of they may qualify badly, they at least see the car in 2 races.
Maybe Lance Stroll can do something.
You never know. Some miracles can happen.
Yeah.
You never know.
I think the other thing as well to touch on, I think, which could be interesting, and this kind of moves on into last year's race. So Canada, we saw a brilliant midfield battle between the McLarens, the Alfa Romeos, Ocon, Gasly, and
speaking of McLaren as well, I don't want to move on from the upgrades before discussing them, because McLaren are also bringing upgrades this weekend, but only on Lando Norris's car. Now, I did see a bit of outrage about this, but it makes a lot of sense to only put it on Lando's car, because Lando's the experienced driver, so he'll know how to feedback about those upgrades.
He's also the first driver.
He's also the first driver, so that makes sense. We saw it with Albon the other week and how well that paid off.
They're not going to give it to 2 rookies, are they?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think there's much controversy there. No. You see the same thing happening in those other teams. I think Alonso was given the upgrade. Oh no, was Stroll given the upgrades first?
Probably, because his dad let him.
But any other team would give it to their first driver or their more experienced driver rather than give it to their rookie. But yeah, I don't think there's much controversy to be had there. It'd be interesting whether McLaren are up there then, whether Lando can actually make good on those upgrades. But yeah, that is all for upgrades. Whatever you were touching on with the last year's race.
As I said, we had a brilliant midfield fight between 4 teams and Albon. But you look back at Austria last year, and that was a brilliant midfield fight between, we saw the Hasses, Schumacher and Hamilton had a brilliant battle.
I do remember that now.
I'll say it was a brilliant Grand Prix. I think, as I said, the midfield battle was very, very good. And was sprint shootout and a sprint this weekend make it even better.
Sorry, it's hard to remember seeing anything just to be orange of the arena. It's just so orange.
Yeah.
Not as bad as Zandvoort, of course, but it is still pretty.
I'd say it's
pretty
very
Red
Bull dominated in Austria.
It is. A lot of Max Verstappen fans, I'm sure, will be in attendance. Are they the favourites?
Really? I mean, even if it was a level playing field, Max was still the favourite, let alone having the best car on the grid by a country mile.
Let alone the fact that obviously this weekend they're going to a track which they literally test out.
Yeah.
That they can go to any time they want and have a little drive around.
Which is why we'll see all the Red Bull Juniors usually do well here as well. We look at you'll look at Yuki Tsunoda, we'll look at Alexander Albon. We'll look at
Alexander Albon.
I forgot his name. Not so calling that anyway. Any other Red Bull rookies on the grid? Gasly.
Yeah, Sainz. Ricardo.
Oh God. Maybe at this rate, the race is going at.
Well, I was going to say, there is rumours that Ricardo will have a replacement for the second half of the season.
This is where we get into the rumour season. As we head towards the season break, we start to get a bit of silly rumours.
We'll probably save all the rumours for a couple of weeks' time. We might do a sort of driver swap. Not driver swap thing, driver transfers. We've done it in the past. They always did well on the channel. So if you want to see that, we might do that in the weekend between Britain and Hungary, so we need some video ideas for that. But yeah, so this year, how will it pan out?
I'm expecting to take out Max Verstappen. I'm expecting a good Grand Prix. I will be very interested to see how good Checo's around here.
Yeah.
I don't even remember where he was last year.
He kept getting penalties for crashing into Leclerc.
Yeah, him, Leclerc and Russell just went around punting each other off.
Yeah, he just kept driving into Leclerc.
Yes, the cars are big and they don't fit on the track, but it does make it quite exciting.
Yeah.
Because we're around a track where, if you push someone off, yes, they'll go into the gravel, yes, we'll get a penalty, but it's not going to completely ruin someone's race by putting them in a barrier.
Well, it did take a podium away from Albon. And he may well have, if he got that podium, maybe he'd still be driving for Red Bull.
That's different to what Perez and Leclerc were doing, because they were just pushing each other in the gravel, whereas Hamilton just smashed into Albon.
Yeah, he did do that.
But that's a bit of lawn mowing. It's in a lot of Austria.
Sainz blew up here last year.
Sainz
on the hill.
Fire,
and then it started rolling. And the stewards...
and the marshal just chucked a wedge under it and went, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
It kept rolling, so put another one there.
The stewards almost had a flaming fireball into the track. Which would have been an interesting spectacle.
I was going to say, so hopefully we see more of what we saw last year.
Yeah, I hope we actually get a fight.
And I think we've had a good run of a couple of races this year, into this season, where they've been decent.
It needs to... Apparently rain is forecast.
And, so as I said, we can see
carnage
pushing off, we can see carnage, we can see safety cars.
Turn 1, rain, De Vries.
Or turn 3, up the hill we've seen some brilliant crashes.
Recipes for disaster.
Verstappen and Leclerc have had some brilliant battles around here, so Perez and Leclerc.
Yeah, the Ferrari was quick. I back it.
So
the only thing I think that could be a curveball is we're going to have 2 qualifying sessions. So people will take stuff from the first into the second, surely. And if it's wet, there's every chance we get some impeding, we get people making errors. Potentially we get mixed up order.
You speak about impeding, those final 2 corners are an absolute ball ache when it comes to qualifying. They've got to do that twice this weekend. So if your driver's sitting on that apex at the last corner...
F3.
It's good quality.
Just watch them
penalty.
Roberto Faria's parked there. But if Sainz decides to park there again, if he just sits there...
Like you in Canada, just loved, I'm going to sit on the apex here and let everyone stop.
Just parks on the apex, that final corner, people are going to fly around it.
I hope it's a good Grand Prix.
Should we get into some predictions then?
Should.
I think, for obvious reasons, we could just say Verstappen. For all of them apart from DNFs. But we'll start. So we've got more to predict this week with the sprint races. Got another sprint races. But we'll start then with pole position on the Friday. We're not going to do practice because who cares? Latifi.
Who tops Effie, man?
Pole position. Who have you gone for?
I've got Max Verstappen. Now this one might be a little bold shout and Pittle might disagree with me in the comments, but I just think he's a really quick driver.
He's in alright form, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing decently. I think he's won 7 of the last 8 races.
That's
pretty good.
I'm following a similar line of thinking.
Alright, we're going big and bold with this one, blimey.
I'm gonna guess Max Verstappen.
Oh, what a guess that is.
Really pushing the boat out there. Yeah, Verstappen, he's done alright. I think, for me, his quali this season hasn't been stunning.
No.
But everything else has been.
He's taken on rubbish.
No, not even being satirical.
He has struggled sometimes.
He's not struggled.
It's not been fast.
Canada, when everyone else is impeded, he got like 2 seconds up the road. But yeah, I think he has had a few quality mishaps this season. Not really his fault. Often he's been impeded or other things have happened. I mean, Monaco rings. Was Monaco something happen? I can't remember. Probably did. Monaco.
Last year was Monaco spinning.
Now, wasn't there another red flag this year?
Oh, there might have been. I can't remember.
No, I can't remember back to
Max will be on pole.
Yeah, Max will. Sprint pole on the Saturday morning. Then everyone wakes up. Maybe people are a bit tired.
Yeah.
Not expecting.
I think Max might be a bit tired, or his tyres might not work properly because I've gone for Charles Leclerc to be on the sprint race pole.
Well, you also think that Perez will blow up, Alonso will crash into a wall, Stroll will have diarrhea, the Mercedes won't work, and Leclerc will take pole.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with this one.
I mean, they were quick in last year, but Ferrari aren't bringing upgrades to my knowledge. Merc Aston are. Red Bull don't need to.
If anyone will top Red Bull, it was going to be Max. Okay, I think Leclerc will be there because I think it's going to be mental.
Alright, sprint pole. I've also gone mental. I've gone Fernando Alonso.
I think we need sprint shootout winner.
Sorry.
Get it right. Sprint terminology here.
Sprint shooter, I've gone Fernando Alonso.
Bang. Those sprinters, bang, 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 shoot them.
Sergeant. No, I've got Alonso. I think he has been really good this
again, if
season.
anyone's going to stop Red Bull, it's Fernando Alonso.
Yeah, if Max is impeded, it's going to go to second, and that's Alonso, so that one just makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Sprint Dumpf. What are you thinking?
I've gone Lance Stroll.
Why?
I think
new Aston upgrades.
He's going to pick up a puncher at turn 4, and then coming down turn 5 and 6, he's just going to drive off into the gravel and hit a wall.
How do you pick up the puncture and then keep trying? If he picks up the puncture, how does he? Right, describe it to me. I'm driving into turn 4. What happens?
So after turn, it's in the exit turn 4. So he goes through turn 4. He just hits someone.
All right.
It's a slow punch. No, it doesn't really.
It's a really fast puncture, apparently.
It doesn't really fit it. Then when he goes to turn for turn 5, the car doesn't turn because the left front's not working properly. He just goes
and
straight.
And the brakes aren't working either, apparently.
No, he brakes, so he can't stop himself going forwards.
Accelerates.
Yeah.
Dumpf, I'm going to go Charles Leclerc. I think it's been a while since the Ferrari...
Well, his Ferrari's blown
Since
up.
Any Ferrari has decided to imitate a fire.
It did last year in Austria.
Exactly, so I think a little carbon copy of that, little explosion.
Add to the orange.
Yeah, really. Well, add to the atmosphere. No, they're putting smoke up, bit of grey, just to so drivers can see.
Neutralise it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Leclerc, he tends to get unlucky at some point. It's been a little while since they've blown up, so they're going to blow up.
All right.
Sprint winner. Who's
I've
gonna
got
win?
Max Verstappen.
Why?
I think he'll be second, probably by Charles Leclerc, and get him at turn 1 on that one, and then win the thing.
Nice. Yeah, no, that seems quite reasonable, actually.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
Who's
it.
winning your sprint?
I don't think it's going to be Max Verstappen.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I think it'll be Fernando Alonso.
He's going to hold on to it.
I think he will. I think he will. I think Verstappen will be impeded so bad in qualifying, he has to start from 9th, and then there's not enough laps to catch up to Alonso.
So he can't get up 9 positions in like 12 laps.
No, he gets 8
right,
on the first lap.
And Alonso just puts in a wall.
Alonso backs him up.
If Alonso into a sprint, I'll be very surprised. That'd be good.
Why?
For him. I don't know.
Shorter time for Max to catch
Would you
up.
count that as the first non-Red Bull win of the season?
No.
Okay. Should we go on to Sunday
like
then and we'll find out
practice.
who will be it?
Yeah, first DNF on the Sunday.
On Yuki Tsunoda.
Okay, that's sad. Why?
I think he's going to retire with a mechanical failure.
Ah, right.
I think this car's going to blow up. He's going to pull over.
AlphaTauri have announced they're going next year. This will be the last year of AlphaTauri.
They're going like Tsunoda's engine.
Just a name change. They're not being sold or anything. Well, they might get sold. We don't know. Helmut Marko's very inconspicuous when he just says things.
Says so many things. It's hard to work out what is true and what isn't.
It's all true.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah.
Who's your first, DNF?
I've gone for Logan Sargent.
Why?
Because the Williams were up last week and Sargent's not very good.
Right, so what grounds is that for him to not get anywhere?
It'll be at turn 4 and he'll be racing De Vries.
Right.
De Vries will do what he did to Hulkenberg last weekend. Take him for a little trip. Take him for a little trip up the gravel.
Starting to get speeched.
Yeah, so barriers and all
Vries
that.
again?
Maybe.
I was no, but Sargent's the first registered
I can't say.
Okay.
I
Should we move on to the winner?
Can't see that far. No, because we need to do a fastest lap point. Is it going to be a Red Bull by any chance?
Hamilton.
Okay.
I forgot to note down fastest lap.
Alright, she's made up on
Yeah.
the spot.
It's going to be a really quick lap.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, nice.
Who's your fastest lap?
I mean, I was going to go for Verstappen, but I'm going to just roll the dice. I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for George Russell.
Alright, yeah, quick lap.
I think we'll have a bit of gap behind him to pit into at the end, strap on a pair of softs, and then we'll go brum brum really fast.
Fair enough.
Cheeky little purple lap. The winner, is it anyone other than Max Verstappen?
No.
Oh.
Nail on the head this one. Verstappen's going to walk it.
I hope he doesn't. He'd lose, and also that would violate a lot of
he would.
safety measures.
I think he would. Honestly,
I don't know.
give him the Red Bull rear wing, let him walk, he's fine, because he'll just press a little button on his head,
DRS.
open the DRS, he's gone. Fastest man walking alive. I think Max
Flying
will
fast. Yeah, I've got Max
be.
as
Flying,
well.
not walking. It's walk like really
Nah,
fast.
the DRS.
He's going to walk so fast.
Rapid. Yeah, I've gone Max.
Alright.
He's good, isn't he?
He's going to waltz his championship.
It's difficult to do predictions when it's just
One bloke.
Max, but you never know. Do you think there's a chance anyone other than him wins this weekend?
No, maybe the sprint, but not the whole race.
Why not? What about Checo?
There is no other driver that is quicker than Max Verstappen by any stretch when it comes to race pace on a whole Grand Prix.
Right, like, I don't know. When it comes to race pace for a whole Grand Prix anywhere in the world, I think there are other drivers that compete with Max Verstappen.
Yes.
Right now, though, no, because they don't have a Red Bull, and the other person that does have a Red Bull is Checo Perez, and he doesn't like to go very fast.
He's not as good as Max Verstappen either.
No. That's everything for today. It's been another very exciting preview. I hope you all have enjoyed.
I'm on this on the sprint shootout.
Yes, I am personally buzzing. I think also the feature series is going to be really exciting, so
Yes.
hopefully at least those can be good. But
A lot
yeah,
of sprinting going on this
a
weekend.
lot of sprinting, a lot of qualifying on the Friday. I'm personally very excited for it. But yeah, join us all on Monday where we'll be reviewing all the action from the Formula 1, and if something crazy happens in Formula 2 or Formula 3, we'll probably talk about that next Friday. But yeah, join us Monday. In the meantime, make sure to check out all the socials and all that, and if you think the race is great, then please do at us and tell us your exact opinion so we can
the race
include
is
it
not
on
great,
Monday's episode.
Still, tell us.
As well. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. It massively helps us out. We don't really have a goal on this channel. We've said 1,000 a few times. Doesn't seem realistic at all. But if you want to hit that subscribe button, it massively helps us grow. But yeah, and if you want to keep the conversation going, get involved in the comments down below. Give us your predictions. Basically, write out Max Verstappen's name 5 times or 6 times. That's everything for today, though. Super Max.
Yeah, just put that song. You've got enough time.
Link that in the comments. That's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.